thanks everybody for joining us. I'm here today with Sarah and Bob Schaefer, and we're at the Imaginarium on 16th Street in downtown Omaha. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Of course.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, this should be a very exciting interview.
All right.
Many people have heard about the Imaginarium, but actually we'll start with this. Most people don't know that there are two locations of the Imaginarium. You guys want to touch on that and kind of explain the differences and which one you guys own?
Sure. We own the Imaginarium on 16th and Leavenworth, 801 South 16th. It's a big store full of furniture, tools, antiques, collectibles. We're not as heavy on toys and maybe the pop culture as the Old Market location.
Sure. Now, tell me a little bit about your guys' selves. Lead me on the path and lead the viewers on the path as to how you guys came to own one of the coolest businesses in downtown Omaha, in the city in general.
Well, thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
That's really nice to say.
I love it. I grew up coming here.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Would you?
Well, we worked with James in the business for about 6 or 7 years.
Okay. At the Old Market location?
I worked with him at the Old Market location, the Benson location, which is now closed, the La Vista location, which was an experiment. And
Sure.
and now I ended up at this location. I also ran some of the behind the scenes and office things for him during all those years. And so when the opportunity came up to buy this business from him, we were very excited.
What was the opportunity exactly, sir? It was the owner. What was his name?
James.
James. Was he just had too much going on at the other location, or trying
He
too many
wanted to
different
focus more on the Old Market and his Comic-Con events.
things? Okay.
You
He
can
wanted to
around.
travel a little more.
I see.
Yeah.
Perfect. And what led you guys to? Did you always kind of work with James and work in the
Yeah.
Imaginarium, or how'd you two meet, or you three meet, I guess?
We were running a food pantry and free store in Council Bluffs, and we were going to storage auctions
Huh.
to get merchandise for the store, for
Sure.
our free store. And we met him there. He started donating some items to us. And
That I have to embellish on that. He didn't just donate items. He would fill the parking lot with goods
Really?
because he found out it was for a church organization that we were working for, and he
you wanna
wanted
give
to
that?
help. So he would just bring truckloads of things for us to give away to the poor community that we were in.
Huh. That's
And,
incredible. Did you
yeah.
want to name that organization so people know?
Well, it was the Care and Share House in Council Bluffs.
Okay. How cool. What led you guys to start a food pantry? That's a very interesting path. You know, the cliche path, right, is to go to school, go to college, and get a 9 to 5. You guys
Right.
said, forget that.
Well,
We're gonna do our own thing. So what started that?
People love to do charity work. It makes them feel good inside.
Mhm.
And
Definitely.
once you get involved in it and start to see the people that you're helping and how poor the neighborhood really was that we were in, it made you feel great. So you couldn't do enough. So then it turned into a full-time job, and it was great. We were running back and forth, supplying food and free things. We'd go out to garage sales and find free things and
Yep.
fill the shelves, and people could just come in and have whatever they wanted. And it was great. And it just made you feel really good.
Good. That'd be an interesting, I guess, business nowadays with the advent of Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. I'm
Right.
sure that would have made your job much easier.
I would have. We didn't have any of those things back then.
Right.
So,
Just a local garage sale.
yeah.
Huh.
Garage sale leftovers. You just pull up and here's my number when you guys, get ready to when you're all done.
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
And then I'd go back and fill up and, because it was all for charity. We're not.
Sure. Right, you're not flipping it on eBay.
No. It was just, and then we involved a lot of our friends.
Sure.
And then we bought a big truck, and we were taking food pantries to 3 different locations, the people that couldn't get out. And we did that once a month, and that grew into a bigger truck, and we were spending a lot of time doing that. And when we met James, and he donated all those things, he became our friend, and then he was our friend in the business, and we were vendors at all 3 of his locations
Yeah.
that he had at the time. And
And this wasn't actually our job. This was all free
That was
volunteer
on the
work.
side. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I worked at Mutual of Omaha for 15 years.
Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
And I ran an auto repair shop, so this was stuff we did on the side.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Wow, that's really incredible.
So
Then.
when it was time for me to find another job, I was looking to get out of the corporate world.
Yeah.
So I went to work for James.
I feel like a lot of people find themselves in that same scenario,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to have a bigger why behind what they do.
Yes.
And with that side venture, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, the
Yeah, it was
side
great.
philanthropy,
Yeah.
there's a clear why as to why you guys were doing what you were doing. What would you say is the why behind this new business venture? Because remind me again when you guys took over this franchise.
January.
Just January 2019. Okay. So yeah, and so what was your why?
Well, I love talking to people. I love selling stuff to people and working with them, and it's like an adventure. All the young couples that come in here.
You
to
have no
get
idea what you're gonna
stuff.
find.
Yeah, they want to furnish their first apartment, and we have fun walking around with them and finding them things, and it's a very enjoyable job.
Yeah.
It's really great.
That's a very interesting take. I never would have expected that, but like you said, a lot of people are coming in here at a very interesting point of life.
Right.
Like it's not all just fun knick-knack purchases or thrifting. Some of the people are actually just moved into a house or just had a child.
Started a family, and yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting, I guess, story you've heard from from a customer? I'm sure you guys have plenty.
Besides some of the things they make out of some of the things they buy here, which are really, they take a dresser and turn it into a bar, or they just really do some different
Okay.
things. Yeah,
Wow.
different things with these antique stuff. But you have a crazy story. I don't know. There's just so many little stories. You don't. It's just. It's a lot of fun.
Right. Would you say that's the most rewarding part?
Yeah.
Just kind of interacting with spunky people.
Yeah,
or-
it's a lot of fun. They come in here and I'm looking for when I was a kid, or
yeah, nostalgia plays
Yeah.
a big role.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah. And then they bring in their friends because they want to show their kids, their friends, memories.
Yep.
See, that's the kind of phone we used to use when we were kids.
One with the
dial.
dial.
Yeah.
I
And
couldn't
then we
think
have
of the word.
We have a dial phone up front, and they have their kids. Okay, go ahead and try to make a call. And they just look at them, and they don't help them. They just want to see if they can figure it out. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah. I haven't asked about what was the most unique item yet. I just asked about the most unique customer. So
That's the most unique item. We don't have a source where we can keep replenishing the same kind of items.
Mhm.
So it's a really come and go
We have a paper mache elephant.
paper mache elephant.
okay, that's pretty unique.
Yeah, that is unusual. Yeah, it's been here for
Kraft had it
Kraft.
for
Yeah.
years and years.
Mark Kraft has it hanging in the green room we have.
You guys have a green room.
And what did
Well, it's just a room that we call the green room.
Oh,
the
It's
walls are
really
painted
green.
green, so
Oh,
I call
okay.
it the green room.
I was gonna say we should be doing this back there.
Yeah, when you
We can have some cool mountains in the background. Say we're in Hawaii.
Yeah, no, it's a big giant elephant that's hanging up in the corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And at one time we tried an experiment of having flea markets here,
Mm.
and people could bring their goods in, stay the weekend, sell their goods, and then close up shop.
Sure.
For the weekend. We tried that, and it didn't really work out very well because it's kind of hard with short notice to round up people to come downtown to do
Definitely.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried that, and it didn't work out very well. But we called it the White Elephant Flea Market.
Makes sense.
And we made signs to match the elephant. We had them out front of the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the whole story goes around, the White Elephant.
I like that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Any other particular items that stick in your guys' head?
I like
Oh,
some
we have a
of the,
phone booth.
Do you
Yeah.
really? Oh, how much does that go for?
What do we have? 400?
yeah, $400. we've had older phone booths before.
Yeah.
This is an aluminum newer one that you would
Yeah,
see
this
probably
is more
in
like
the
the
70s,
Superman.
70s, 80s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's more like the Superman with the,
With the
it has a round door that comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you guys have to show me all this before I head out.
Yeah.
I do want to. I'll make sure to take a look
Maybe we
around.
should have started with the tour then.
I'll get some. I'll
Questions
get
could have
some. I'll get some video footage and just pictures walking around after this. What has been the most expensive item that has come through the doors or has sat on the floor?
That's a good question, because we've had a lot of expensive stuff in here.
And it doesn't have to be the most. You can name a couple of them.
We just sold a nice bar from Italy a couple of days ago.
A nice bar.
Yeah, it's a
It
globe
was
bar.
a gold bar.
Oh, okay.
And that sold for $600.
Wow. So you guys have all.
Which is expensive for this store because we.
Yeah. The majority of our items are $100 to $200 or less.
Okay.
And we have some Dayton's, 72 spoke rims up front.
Oh, okay.
Those are $1,800 for the set.
1,800, really?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what they go for.
Jeez. Yeah, just looking around, there's no way to even know what all's in here. There's so many, and I'll
Well-
show everybody, there's so many crazy things.
Well, we're trying to take all the like-minded things and put them in areas where
Mhm.
you can come in and find all the telephones, all the typewriters.
Right.
Everything's going to be organized, like-minded items, all the dishes, all the knickknacks.
Hmm.
So right now it's a little messy because it's being changed.
Oh, you guys
We're
are
making a lot of changes right now. And we're welcoming new vendors in here.
Sure.
So we have a little bit more of a variety.
Walk me through that. What is it like finding a vendor? Do you specifically, are you guys in like local networking groups for antique dealers?
We know a lot of people in the
Okay.
business. So, we look for people that are selling certain things that we think would be a good fit for our store. A lot of people want to be vendors, but they don't really know what to sell or how to. It's a lot of work to be a vendor. You have to really have a love for it.
Sure.
Well, you're not going to go into it and get rich.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do you find most people just kind of do that on the side?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you guys-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's
a
just a
hobby,
hobby.
a fun hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And, they have to come in and maintain their spot, every, couple of weeks they got to come straighten it out and restock it and take away things that aren't selling. And
Okay.
They got to, maintain it
Mm-hmm.
and clean it and things like that. And, we
Interesting.
don't,
So they help do the cleaning for you.
well,
Yes.
that for their area,
For
sure.
the ah.
Sure. And then sometimes we've made some of the vendors employees because they have a love for the, so we work out deals like that. But
For people that want to sell but don't want to invest in a whole storefront.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, because
Or they can try it and see how they like some of the
Mhm.
things before they get that involved to buy their own store.
yeah, this
Makes
isn't
sense.
this isn't a get rich by selling things business. There's just no such thing.
Sure.
You do it for fun, and if you do it good, you make a little bit of money, but you're not. It's not. People think, I'm gonna,
Wall Street or
I'm gonna go out and get all this stuff, and I'm gonna make a lot of money. That's just
Storage
not.
wars and pickers are not
Yeah.
true.
No.
they're
Aren't some of
not.
those staged actually?
Yes.
Oh, that's-
Yes, they
that's a
are,
shame.
and they don't really show you how dirty they are.
Mm.
There's a lot of cleaning and cleaning involved.
Yeah. Well, that
You
doesn't
know.
make for good television, right? You don't want to see someone dusting off
No,
the
You
no.
don't want to
chair.
see someone buy a storage unit and take dead mice out of it.
Oh,
You know,
gosh.
that's,
It's
Good point.
really,
Good
really-
point. I was just
yeah.
thinking like dust and
No,
like dirt.
No, it's amazing when people have a storage locker.
Mhm.
They always put food in there. I
Do
never
they really?
understood why they put food in their storage locker.
Surely not.
Oh no, there's food in there, and it's like
Some people aren't as bright as you
It's like
guys.
ramen noodles.
ramen
Oh,
noodles.
okay.
Yeah, cans of thing, and they deteriorate, and then
Mhm.
it's just amazing. You won't believe the stuff people store,
Hopefully-
stuff that should have been thrown away.
Hopefully no eggs.
Yeah, I haven't seen any eggs yet. but-
Good.
Or that would really be a.
We have seen refrigerators,
Oh, lots of refrigerators, and they're not cleaned when they put them away.
but we knew better than to.
Yeah, we know what.
Get involved in that.
By looking at a locker from the outside, after you've done it for a little while, you can tell that's not the locker for me.
Mm-hmm. So are there a lot of those that go on in art in Omaha?
Oh yeah.
Are there really? How does one get involved in that?
Well, you get
Do
on
you just
their
reach out to the
mailing list.
dinos and?
Yeah, they have all these mailing lists you can get involved with.
Okay.
We usually publish in the newspaper for people that still get newspapers.
I see. Yeah, sure. So it seems like networking is a big part of your guys' job. Just
Yes.
from
Yeah.
It
from
has to
talking
be.
to you.
Yeah.
So what? Explain kind of some of the organizations or clubs, whatever you want to call them, that you guys are involved in. You said email lists one already.
Yes.
Well, what else is there? Well,
There's
we met at Omaha Downtown Inc. Or Downtown Omaha Inc.
Downtown
Mhm. Downtown
Omaha
Omaha
Inc.
Inc. Mhm.
which is also attached to the Downtown Improvement District.
Okay.
They both send out newsletters with email blasts
Sure.
so that everyone knows what everyone else's projects are going on and
Oh, cool.
can get involved. I think she sends out blasts at least twice a month. And then, of course, there are the 2 events a month. Small Business Administration also puts on a empowerment breakfast once a month.
I've
It's
not
a
heard
good
of that
place to
one.
meet people.
Hmm.
And one thing that we do that I think is kind of unique to our store,
Sure.
we network with a lot of other stores in the area, other small businesses. We make lists, and when our customers come in, we give them lists and say, these are some other stores that you might enjoy.
That's a very
Right.
smart idea.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to compete with them, we want to share customers with them and share information.
It's you're building up you're creating a collaboration of the whole industry.
Yes.
You're
Right.
not, you
Right.
don't look at them as your enemies, you look at them as partners.
Right,
In
because-
the future,
Right.
we'll probably make some flyers up, get some professional printed brochures
Sure.
and flyers that have some of the other stores that want to cooperate with us.
Mm.
Some stores we've approached have not liked the idea and do not want to be associated.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
They
Do you
don't
think
want
that's
the-
because of your name? That you guys have a big name? Or do you feel like they're even have more prominent names?
I think they think
Or
that they do,
recognition.
or they think that they're
More
need to cut that out.
Yeah, more unique than us.
Okay. Well, So, yeah, go ahead.
I guess if you look at it as, remember the Miracle on 34th Street?
Yeah.
How they were handing out information about going to the other stores because they have it there.
Right.
Well, that's the same principle. We give not only we give the name, the address, the phone number, we make sheets, we print out ourselves, and it's kind of funny is we go to other locations and they've taken copies of our other stores, and they've taken copies of our list that we made and made copies of it, and they're handing it out.
Ah.
So it's just kind of and everybody's become like a group of
That's good.
friends, and there are, like she said, there are some stores in different areas that don't want to participate because they don't want the free advertisement.
Yeah.
They don't want the extra free
They
business.
just don't want to be
I was
associated.
going to say, in my head, especially from a business perspective, there's no
Sure.
reason to not be
Exactly,
partnering
and it's-
with you guys.
and
It's
it's
kinda
free.
silly. Right.
Well, I think they feel like they're a different type of store than we are, and they don't want to be associated
these-
or branded with us.
And you don't have to name drop, of course, by any means, but are these all like local thrift shops, or is it like pawn shops, or what? Is it kind of a mix
Local
of the both?
antique stores.
Antiques.
Specifically
Antiques,
antiques.
yeah.
Okay.
Specific antiques. Yeah.
Okay.
But another thing that this has led to is when a customer comes in and says, we're looking for cast iron pans, or we're looking for certain piece of furniture, then we'll make a call for them and say, this store may have it for you, let me call them and see.
That's so awesome. It's just like you're going to a Kohl's or a department store, and they're saying, "Let me check our sister stores and see if they have those
Right.
shoes because we don't have those."
And the goal is to provide a level of customer service that other stores don't offer.
That's amazing that you said that. Shout out to one of my friends, Nate Jensen. He owns a photography company, and he's created this thing, this Facebook group and this in-person meetup group called the Omaha Creators Collaborative, where it's all these local other photographers and videographers.
Oh.
I believe even graphic designers that will meet up and just kind of share tips, and it's very non-competitive.
awesome. Yeah.
And it's just completely building up that industry.
That's
and,
good.
If one, gosh forbid, gets sick and can't shoot the wedding video anymore because a crazy life event happens, I see all the time, they'll post in the Facebook group and say, hey, I need someone to cover a wedding for me, and they're just all working together. And it sounds exactly like what you guys are doing.
Right.
You're looking out in the best interest of the industry as a whole, not just, Imaginarium on 16th Street. I like that a lot.
We do get customers coming from our other friends in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I hear you guys got this and that. I sent these guys down there. They sent us down there from this place, and
Sure.
it comes back. It's great.
Yeah. Do you guys have any sort of formal referral system set up between other stores in town, or is it just kind of we all help we all send people to the other customers'
Just
way?
the list. We give the list to all the other stores.
Yeah,
and,
we just
we'll circle a certain one and say,
Mhm.
check this place out. I think they might have what you're looking for.
I love
'cause
that.
People specialize in different areas,
Okay,
you know.
that makes sense.
and some guy that I know has tons of cast iron pots and pans.
Mhm.
If we don't have what they're looking for, we just send them to that guy.
Sure. What would you say you guys specialize in?
Well, I'd like to say vintage electronics and stereos and receivers and things like that.
Okay.
But I can't keep them in stock. They sell so quickly. So,
Do they?
Yeah.
We're really strong on vintage clothes.
Vintage
there aren't
clothes
very
are-
many places
yeah.
in town where you can get vintage clothes anymore. And we have a huge selection of vintage clothes.
Sure. Well, you told me your outfit's vintage clothes from
Yeah,
the
that's
store, right?
right.
That's awesome.
Right. We also we sell tools,
Tools. Okay, like hammers.
hand tools,
Uh-huh.
electric tool, power tools,
New tools and antique
new
tools.
and used, and a lot of places don't sell tools.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Liability, I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't know if I would want to buy an antique tool.
Yeah, no, they're perfectly
There is
good.
a
They're
big
tested.
collector's market for
Is there
antique
really?
tools.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Hand
collectors for
tools.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, one other collaboration that we have
Mhm.
that started through an American Express Small Business Saturday project.
Oh,
You've probably seen that advertised every
Mhm.
year. It's the Saturday after Black Friday.
yep.
And they have a project where you get other businesses involved in an
Okay.
event. And they support that and provide you some merchandise and some
Sure.
advertising. So we started that several years ago. We have a dog walk every year on Small
Oh.
Business Saturday.
Fun.
And we provide a list of other stores within walking distance that are also pet friendly. So you can walk your dog from store to store. And
So
we
you
have
guys-
about a dozen that participate.
You guys allow animals in here?
Yes. And the
That
Humane
seems-
Society.
That seems like
Isn't
a
that
bad
interesting?
idea
No.
for having glass
No,
on.
actually, it's people that will take their dog or cat or whatever they, I've seen snakes,
Lizards.
and parrots
Yeah.
on shoulders, and I've seen all
Uh.
kinds of things. But they know, the people that go out with their animals, they know
Right.
which ones can be in public and which can't.
That's a good point. Mhm.
It's more.
You might be giving some people more
control.
credit than they deserve there.
Well,
I don't know about that.
We don't have
Definitely most people.
We don't have a Great Dane running crazily or
Sure.
a big Saint Bernard or anything like that.
Someone
like
playing
Beethoven.
fetch with their pup.
No,
or- yeah.
nothing like that.
Mhm.
They always have them on a leash, and it's a very controlled situation.
So the Humane Society usually participates in that event and
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
park their adoption wagon out front
Yeah,
and
the
have a
big
couple
puppy
dogs
band.
people can look at. We've had
The
dog
Sarah McLaughlin music playing in the background.
That's right.
we have dog and cat rescues that will bring in information and sometimes animals for that event.
Hmm. That's awesome.
Yep, they usually have a couple animals out there that people are talking about adopting, and it's adoptions. They've happened here.
Have they really?
People, yeah, people have gotten a dog from out from the store.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm
And we're animal lovers, so we have quite a few animals, so
Oh, do you?
we get it.
How many?
4 cats.
4 cats? Okay.
One for each child.
Oh, I see. Working in this line of business, you touched on some of your vendors will actually become employees.
Mhm.
What on earth are the qualifications to work here? There's no way somebody could know each piece of information about every object. What? Yeah, explain that
You have
process.
to like to do a lot of work for a little money.
Yeah.
Terrible sales pitch. I can see why he's the salesman.
You have to understand that the people that have the, well, I don't mean to call it the sickness, but they have the sickness of the vintage buying, selling, trading.
Mhm.
If they've got that spirit, they go out to the kind of sales that we do, like the bargain byways and the junk johns and things like that.
Sure. What's the big one? Junk stop, right?
Well, the junk john is a 300-mile loop that
He's
goes right
talking
through
about
Nebraska.
junk
Junk
But
stock.
is junk stock? You guys are affiliated
No,
with that?
we're not part of the junk stock because that's a farm way out west,
Mhm.
and a lot of it's been already redone, and
Oh, I
it's
see.
a retail.
Hmm.
You know, they have music and food and things, and it's a retail sale, more or less.
Makes sense.
So we're, you know, when we go out to buy, it's wholesale for the store.
Okay. So the employees need to have a love of the whole process.
The whole process,
From making it,
and some
from
experience.
finding it.
Right,
Mhm.
and we need people with experience to know, you know, because the market's changed quite a bit in the last 10 years.
Mhm.
Things that were valuable then are not valuable now.
Hmm.
You know, just because it's old doesn't mean it's valuable.
That's a good point.
You know, we have people that approach us every day trying to sell us goods that they think they're emotionally attached to, or because it's old, it's worth a lot of money. And, you know, we have resources that we use that we try to find out the values of things
I'm glad
and what
you
we
brought
could
that
actually
up.
get for things.
Hmm. Because in my mind, this whole process, a famous show, Pawn Stars, keeps popping in my head
Sure.
because they always
Right.
they have all their experts to
Right.
verify that this is actually
we-
diamonds or what have you.
So we have different people in the store that specialize in different departments.
So
And
they're
we
always
call upon them for their expertise in that area.
Huh, so are they
like-
just employees, or are they like a local
Employees.
jeweler owner in
Employees.
town? Okay.
Employees.
We have employees and friends.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We have our own resources within you know, our little business here.
Sure.
And like I handle the tools and the stereos, and we have one of our employees that handles all the clothing.
Okay.
And it's just, you know, everybody has their little special area.
Sure.
So.
And how long have you guys been together?
Oh,
About 12 years.
I'm going somewhere with this.
yeah.
What is it like owning a business with a significant other? How are the role splits? How do you handle stress?
Well-
how does that work? Give folks some tips, because I'm
Well,
sure a lot of people are in
I'm-
the same scenario who are wanting to start a business or going into a partnership with a spouse or with a.
Well, you can't hover over each other. You have to give each other some space.
Okay.
You know, you have to. I work out front a lot.
Meaning?
And on the floor and talking to customers and
Okay.
loading and lifting the furniture and cleaning and prepping
Sure.
some of the stuff and working out on the floor. And she is, thank goodness, she's in charge of the eBay department that we have and some of the financial organization.
Sure.
And she's our PR. She
Okay.
goes out and finds all these groups, and it's from her that we have all this groups and all the advertisement and all the things that, you know, make us know that we're alive. People that know that we're out there. It's
Right.
just if it wasn't for her doing all that, we wouldn't have any of that.
Hmm.
So everybody has their area. I want to be out here with my hands in the field,
Right.
and she wants to make sure everything's running smoothly. So we have our area.
I like that.
You know?
So you specialize. You both have what you're good at, and
Right.
don't tell each other how to do each one's job.
Well, I mean,
I stay behind the scenes.
in all honesty, there's going to be disagreements and arguments, and you can't let it go very far. You
Right.
just have to compromise and figure out what's best for the company, and you just work through it.
Mhm.
You know.
What tips would you give to others who are looking to start a business? Not necessarily with a family member, but just to start a business in general.
Work for someone else for several years.
Yes.
Learn what you
Yeah.
like and what you would change.
Right.
Know what you're doing before you get involved. And do your research.
Yep.
Research your insurance, your payroll. Know what you're getting into before you jump in.
What would you say is the hardest thing from a logistical standpoint about owning your business? Was it the filing for a LLC, getting financing? What was kind of the biggest hurdle that you guys had to leap over?
All of it.
I'm sure there's tons of them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
I'd say it's probably the paperwork.
The paperwork.
The LLC was easy,
Mhm.
but the taxes and payroll
Mm.
and insurance, working through all that.
Sure.
When you're not experienced in that,
Right.
you really need to know. You really need to shop around ahead of time, know how you're going to do your payroll, know what kind of insurance you're going to go with, and who you want to get it from. If you're going to have employees, make sure that you have the right employees for the job. Just things like that.
What has been something that's come along that was maybe difficult, but that was really exciting to overcome? Like when you first moved in, did the ceiling fall in, and you said, "Oh, now we can have a brand new ceiling." Was there any unexpected issues that ended up being a blessing at all? I know it's really pretty specific.
That were a blessing. Well, I mean, we had one instance where we had 1,000 dolls that we had to figure out what to do with, and
Some people's
come up
worst
with
nightmare.
a creative. Yeah, and you're thinking
$1,000.
Well, you're thinking this
It's the big
was
premise of a horror movie.
there is a form of investment with this $1,000, so you have to figure out, well, what can we do? I mean, obviously people aren't going to come in and just buy dolls like crazy because they're everywhere.
Sure.
Every store has dolls. You know, and they're not really. Some are kind of valuable, but not. You know, they're not hot sellers.
Right.
So we came up with some ideas of what would you say that the Halloween
Monster dolls for Halloween.
Halloween monster dolls, and people could come in and sit down at a table with paints and
But they still were few and far between, so we started calling companies and marketing it as a team building activity
right.
to bring in a whole group of people.
Really? And then you charge for that? That's very smart.
Yep. And then we would set up tables, and they would come in and pick out their dolls, and they'd sit down as a group, paint their dolls in horrific manners,
Right.
and they had a lot of fun. It was
And
very
that way
successful.
we'd get
And you
10
got
or
rid of all
20
the
at a
dolls.
time.
Yeah.
No kidding.
We
Besides
still have
having
more
people
dolls.
coming through.
Yeah. How many are left?
What do
I
you
think they've multiplied.
Probably 300 or 400 still.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Are there any sort of other one-off events like that you guys have hosted in the past?
Oh my. Oh, we've done a lot of
No,
stuff.
not really.
Just it's just in this business that we're doing here with all the things, the activities, there's a lot of little small things that happen, and trying to remember every one of one of the small little events that we had most recently would be, oh gosh,
Well, we have an event on Saturday.
yeah.
We're having another smaller version of our dog walk.
Okay.
And we're going to have an oracle reader,
Really? That's
And,
interesting.
a henna artist.
Oh, that's the brown tattoos, right? Or the ink?
And we're going to have face painting for kids,
With
dog photography.
If you guys could summarize your business in one word, what would it be?
Eclectic.
I like that.
Yeah, I'd say just kind of mysterious around the next corner.
Mysterious. I like that.
Yeah.
The word that came to mind for me was miscellaneous. It's a
Miscellaneous.
bunch of all sorts of things under the sun. But
Not just the things, but the people that buy them.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Eclectic would probably be a better word.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, very unusual.
How on earth do you guys do any marketing? I guess networking counts as marketing, but do you run any advertisements, Facebook ads?
Yes.
Yes.
Walk me through that thought process, because I've dealt with that before. How on earth can you pick out do you focus on one particular type of item when you run an ad, or do you just walk me through
Of
that?
course, the most recent ad that we've paid for was for the event, the Memorial Day event this weekend. When we open a new area, we've recently started a new age area.
Sure.
Some, I guess, kind of mystical.
Yeah.
We have some incense and some henna and candles, things like that.
Okay.
So we did a ad for that when we open that area.
Mm-hmm.
When we have get something in that we think is really unique or special, then we'll run an ad for that. If I notice that a post, because I try to post at least once or twice a day,
Do you
if I
really?
notice a post is getting a lot of attention, then I'll pay to boost it.
Smart. Do you guys have any business background? Besides, I guess, running the food pantry, do you have any sort of, like, I guess, official schooling, or did you ever take a course through, like, the SCORE program or the NBDC at UNO?
No.
School of Hard Knocks. I used to manage
like it.
restaurants for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And
In town?
Yeah, all a little bit in Council Bluffs, but mostly here in Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be a car salesman.
That's right, you did tell me
Yeah.
that. Mhm. No
So,
shame, no shame. We can
yeah.
cut it out if you want.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
I worked for corporations for 20 years.
Mm-hmm. But never of starting your own thing,
And then
going through the...
No.
No.
When I
The
started
paperwork.
volunteering at the food pantry, it was just a little tiny house that ran a food pantry out of the kitchen.
It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And we grew it into 2 locations, deliveries, GED scholarships,
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
in
What-
about 2 years. And I was doing
Started-
advertising and fundraising and writing grants.
Sure.
I just liked running things.
Yeah. It's always kind of been in your guys' background, it seems like, with everything you've been doing. What sort of philanthropy do you guys currently do still?
A portion of our eBay sales goes to Kiva, which
I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, they fund micro grants
Okay.
all around the world,
Hmm.
and most of our loans that we donate to Kiva are towards sanitation, helping people build bathrooms, get clean water, things
Right.
like that.
It's very necessary.
And mostly to women.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women in other parts of the world are not able to obtain funding. They have to go through their
Sure.
husbands. So
Mm-hmm.
I like to do that to provide some stability and some solidarity with women.
That's beautiful. I like that a lot.
And of course, I do sponsor mechanical guys all around the world. They're starting up a business. They need some tools or something to
Yeah.
get their business going in the transportation industry, and I sponsor that.
You'll think this is interesting. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast recently who he had on this gentleman that rebuilt a Tesla.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
way more complicated than just a regular car.
Yeah. Yeah, we look for the Teslas driving around, and we always want to notice what the drivers are doing because it's not driving.
It's not at all.
No, they're
sleeping.
They're like they're relaxed back there. They look at you at
they're
the
eating
intersection.
chicken.
Yeah, they're talking on their phone, or they're just
Well, you
looking
can,
out the window.
You can even write like messages on the screen and like send it to people.
Wow, that's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't. You're waiting for them not to drive.
Right.
Riding behind the wheel, and the car does everything.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, actually kind of ties in perfectly to a topic I always like asking people in terms of Omaha. You guys have lived here pretty much your whole lives, you said. What is your guys' opinion on some of the new transportation efforts, I guess you can call them, of like the scooters
The
most
line.
recently, and then also talks about like the new rapid bus transit and the streetcar. What are your guys' thoughts on transportation in Omaha?
I think there are a lot of exciting events downtown that are hard to get to.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Pride events, the Taste of Omaha,
Yes.
the Summer Arts Festival.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great events that are hard to get to because downtown is so congested.
Mm.
So I think I'm really excited about the Lime scooters.
Yeah.
And more attention to the bicyclists,
Sure.
because I think there's a lot, just particularly downtown. It's hard to get around. There's nowhere to park.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Lime scooters. And
Yeah. Have you guys rode one yet?
No.
No, we're gonna ride them.
Are you?
Yeah, we want to look into it.
There's so many just always sitting outside my building. Just a
Yeah, I
couple
know they're
blocks
all the way
away.
up and down the blocks.
I know, it just started a week
It's
ago.
the
and
strangest
they're
thing.
everywhere.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like they're abandoned everywhere. It's just
I
kind
know
of
it's
weird.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's just like littering almost. They just
Right.
like left a bunch of things on the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
they just don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
They walked off.
It's
But they're
bizarre.
everywhere. Yeah, we're excited about it.
I think it's a good idea as well.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of disagree with that. You think downtown is congested because to me, I drive around and I think, man, there's another abandoned building here and there. What are your guys'
We're
thoughts?
talking parking.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Congested
specifically
parking.
if you're trying to get down to the Summer Arts Festival and it's, or walk around the old market.
Yeah, for these big events, it's true. Parking is
Parking is
very, very limited because
tough.
often, and actually, that ties into a big project that's happening is the riverfront revitalization.
Yes.
I've heard many talks through both David Brown, excuse me, from the Greater Omaha Chamber and Mayor Gene Stothert talking about how for these events in the past they've had to close down whole sections of the downtown streets, but now their goal with the big new park that they're building will be to get people off of the streets so that we'll relieve more parking.
Yes.
So I think that's definitely a move in the
That's-
right
yeah.
direction.
Yeah, because anybody that's ever tried to park, for instance, in the old market,
Hmm.
a certain time of day, you're not going to find a space.
No, you definitely got to do a little bit of walking.
And
then-
the parades.
Hmm.
We share parking, even though we're on the outskirts of the old market. We share parking with some of our neighbors, and when they have an event, it takes up all the spaces. So then
And you guys lose business.
yeah.
Hmm.
So parking is pretty much, I mean, we want businesses to come back downtown instead of moving out west like they were doing for quite a while.
Yes,
And there are way too many empty businesses.
I'm with you on that. Hmm.
But
What do you think can help that? Can it help the resurgence of downtown?
that's a great, I mean, well, we already have a lot of, one thing I think is moving towards the positive point is all the apartment complexes that are
Yes.
popping up in old businesses. So you're going to get the people down here. Hopefully, the next phase is the business.
Right.
You know, that's the future
Yeah,
that
it's
I'm
just the
hoping for
natural
downtown.
progression. What businesses do you think downtown is currently missing?
A grocery store.
Okay,
Grocery store.
I'm glad you
And a
brought
gas
that up.
station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more
There's Cubby's.
Cubby's is the only one.
That's the only gas and the only groceries.
right.
Yeah, because Patrick's Market just closed
Yep.
a year and a half ago or so.
Yes.
Hmm. I guess you do have the downtown food mart, the convenience store, definitely not a full-on grocery store.
Right.
Anything else besides a grocery store? Because I keep trying to think about bigger cities like Chicago or Kansas City that I've been to. I can't really
Well,
put into words what is missing from Omaha's downtown.
I think a lot of just the basic type of stores that you would need to run a household.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you want to buy appliances or pretty much a lot of your items, you have to go.
On the other
Out
hand,
of
we're
the downtown.
kind of filling that gap. So.
We are.
That's true.
We're
Yeah,
helping
so
with
those businesses need to stay
the
out, right?
furniture. No, you know, we're open.
We
to,
do have furniture and appliances. So.
Yeah, we sell furniture and appliances, a lot of them. I think that that's what we as a business provide for the neighborhood
Yeah.
is the basic necessities for the household.
Mm.
But of course we want a nostalgic flavor to it.
Right.
So we're hoping, that we can continue in that. We welcome all the downtown development of all the apartment. We've visited and delivered furniture. We have furniture delivery.
Okay.
And,
That's handy.
And yeah, we're one of the only places to do that.
Really.
And
Because you don't trust someone trying to finagle their way out with the furniture.
yeah, we're full service.
Okay.
That's the
Is that something that
one.
makes you unique?
That's what makes us unique as
Okay.
our customer
I
service.
mean,
that we-
people are welcome to take their own furniture, but
Sure.
sometimes people don't. They don't
Yeah, they
have
want.
a truck, or they don't. A lot of people
Definitely.
walk now.
Mm-hmm.
Public transportation.
No,
Right.
we complete service. We load it, we lift it, we'll deliver it, everything that they need.
I love that.
And we always try to tell the people when they're shopping, if you see something heavy and you want, don't just let me come get it
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
Let me
Let's
carry it
help
for
you
you.
out.
Let me help you.
Perfect. And you had mentioned another event that you guys partake in?
We participate in First Friday with the Old Market every month.
First Friday?
Yes,
Okay.
First Friday of every month. Each store that participates hosts an artist or an art exhibit, and all the business owners chip in. So Ollie the Trolley provides free transportation between the different stores for
Okay.
our customers. And just recently, the Old Market First Friday has started participating with the Benson First Friday, so they have cabs
Yeah.
Yeah.
between the two Ted and Wally's.
Ah.
Transport people from Benson to here and back to Benson.
Mm-hmm.
And we stay open late
Do you?
every first Friday. And
That's so fun.
it is
So
a lot
the
of fun.
transportation's paid for by the businesses.
Sure.
People can go between for free.
Come see the artists that we have every month. We always have a special display that we set up for somebody, and we bring them in here. And
How do you find those people?
well, we have all their the employees, the friends, the people that shop here. It's kind of a circle of people that reach out to their friends, and I know a guy that would, or they'll talk to the artist,
Sure.
and they'll tell them about a friend, and they'll contact us, and
And our artists are usually a little more offbeat than some of the other artists.
yeah,
We've had an artist that makes art out of taxidermied bats.
That is very
Taxidermy bat, yeah.
off the beaten track.
We had an artist that makes jewelry and accessories out of doll parts.
yeah, Barbie broken parts. It was
That's
really
something
great.
scary.
She was really
Like a
interesting.
necklace of Barbie arms?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
my gosh.
We had an artist that read fortunes.
There was
And
a.
last
Don't
month
forget
we had one that.
the fortune teller lady that drew the pictures of people's aura.
Oh yes.
Weird.
That was really cool. She was a great artist. She did a
Sure.
really good job. It was a little expensive, but it was neat.
Yeah.
She would look at you and talk to you, and she'd be drawing a picture of your aura.
Was your face in it too? Or
Oh,
just-
you were in
Okay.
it. Yeah, you with the expression on your face
Mhm.
and the mystical things around you. It was really neat.
I'm worried to see what mine would look like. Hope it's not just all black background.
No, I'm sure not.
Interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah,
you guys
it was cool.
That's a reoccurring theme that we keep talking about is the connections and the people. Do you think is that something that sets Omaha apart, or have you guys experienced that in other cities that you've traveled to?
The hello when you're walking down the street that you get in Omaha. You
Yeah.
don't get that a lot of places.
You don't.
No.
I think it's in a lot of other cities, but I think we just have the kind of store that welcomes people that are a little different or looking for things that are a little different.
Just
I think
genuine.
We're just more open to people's eccentricities and.
Yeah, you definitely have people that are more down to earth. I feel like that visit your store that don't have too big of an ego or
Right.
thinking they're
Well,
the
we have
greatest.
to welcome the people with an ego too.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of diversity in our customers as well as our merchandise.
Definitely.
Well, I don't think that we're thinking about Omaha.
Mhm.
You can't not think about raising your family here. I mean,
I
to
like
me, this is one of the best places in the in the United States, crime-wise.
Definitely.
And good, inexpensive taxes, a good place to raise your family,
Mhm.
and it's a pretty safe place to be.
It really is.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, and I think that there's a lot of focus on the schools and the things that are going on for the children here in Nebraska.
For sure.
So-
What's your guys' favorite part about our city?
I like all the restaurants.
Do you?
Yes, it's everybody
zoo.
teases me about
The
how
zoo.
I like to eat. The
I like
zoo's
that.
good.
Mhm.
And we have a lot of good theater here. We have, anything from the Blue Barn to, the Omaha.
Orpheum, the Playhouse.
Yeah, the Omaha Playhouse.
Yeah, Orpheum's just 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed the shelter though.
What is that?
No, it's gone now. They lost.
Oh, at the
keys,
Orpheum?
but-
Yeah,
No,
it was done on 33rd in Chicago. It was a small Snap Productions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was, they put on little plays, and it was a little tiny playhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and that was our favorite place to go.
That's
And
too
it's
bad.
gone. Yeah, they just didn't get the funding to keep going.
Sure. I like your guys' answers. Most people, when I ask them that question, they'll say it's a good place to raise a family. You can get everywhere in 20 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
The diversity of food and restaurants
Yeah.
and the zoo. Thank you for being original. not using just the cliche responses that we've all
Sure.
been ingrained in our brain. Huh.
Can I embellish on that about the place?
Yes, please
It
do.
just reminded me of something else about our store,
Mhm.
that we do loan, rent, and donate a lot of items in our store to local productions.
Ah, if you're looking
Yes,
for
we
a
do.
certain
Been-
set piece or...
Yeah.
We've loaned and rented a lot of equipment to
Yeah.
the Blue Barn, local high schools
Yeah,
and
high
colleges
schools,
that are
sure.
putting on presentations.
UNO, I've been to several UNO productions and I've been blown away at their performance.
Yeah. And we have the Omaha Playhouses even come here for items.
Are they really?
Oh yeah, we've
And the
had a lot
Orpheum.
of the Orpheum Theater
Hmm.
has.
So that's
No way.
something that we're going to advertise more and promote more, that we're available for that,
Sure.
to rent, borrow, or sometimes even give items for
Mm.
productions.
That's really nice of you guys.
So we enjoy.
Well, yeah, again, you guys
Yeah,
are...
we like
We
every-
enjoy
we like the
theater.
arts.
Yeah, everything you guys do helps others. I'm really taken aback by that. I like that. It's something that makes you guys unique, for sure. Because some people ask and they don't really do any philanthropy, which is fine. I mean, they're in their business to just be successful. But I love how you guys always tie everything into giving back, or even in your past, you know, volunteered so much. It's definitely something that makes you guys
Well, we're just
pretty unique.
we're
We're
just
genuine people.
We think that
Thank you.
Mhm.
goodwill comes back to you.
Sure. Not the store, right? Not the store goodwill.
No.
Not advertising the competitors.
No, no. You know, when you do good things to people, it comes back to you.
Karma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it does, but I'm gonna keep doing it
One-
anyway.
one day.
It
Fingers
does.
crossed.
It does.
Cool. What other hobbies do you guys have? Obviously, you're big into the art scene. Are you guys big fans of comedy? I mean, the back line is just around the block as well.
We like
I've
Around-
never been there.
We like
Really?
to go to music concerts.
Okay.
You know, the old hair metal.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's like Dokken and you know, all those old hair metal bands back in the 80s.
Why do they call them hair metal?
Well, they always had long
The
hair.
long hair?
Yeah,
Okay.
long hair and
It's a
lots
little bit
of
of
guitar.
generation gap. I'm not familiar
Lots
with
of
that.
lots of guitar.
Okay.
You know, lots of guitar.
Authentic music, not just auto tune and
No,
turning
no.
a knob.
They have to know how to play a guitar and
Mhm.
you know.
Are you
drums and
guys
that.
musically inclined at all?
Not at all.
I've been in a couple of groups when I was younger. Yeah,
Did you? What'd you play?
drums and the guitar.
No kidding. You guys ever see any instruments come through here? I
Oh,
know
yeah,
you said musical equipment,
Sure.
and like
Yeah, we sell
amplifiers
stuff.
and stuff. I'm assuming.
Yeah, vintage stereo receiver, turntable, that kind of speakers and
Mm.
stuff. And then we also
Controllers,
anything from sure. And we have some of the newer stuff, but we also sell anything from a saxophone, a flute, trumpet, trombone.
Huh.
You know, we've had drums come through here several times.
Wow. And he keeps those, right? He just
No, no, no.
We
Just
also like to go camping and canoeing with our grandchildren.
Fun. Where do you guys go?
The Elkhorn and the Platte River.
Sure. You know they closed off the Elkhorn River for floating, at least.
Mhm.
Probably, I'm assuming probably camping and stuff too.
yeah, they probably have to
Every-
All
clean
the
it.
river access is closed right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just saw on Facebook they finally opened up the last stretch of I-29. So now it's all open again.
Mhm.
That was a nightmare.
Yeah, I can understand that the Elkhorn probably got a lot of debris that might be dangerous that's
Definitely.
in there that when you're floating down the road you'll run
Right,
into.
something
So
sharp.
they're going to have to
Mhm.
kind of clean it because even when it was at its best, there was still a little dangerous debris in there here and there. You have
Was
to be
there?
careful. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone.
Oh,
I've
it's
never gone
great.
floating down it.
Great experience. It's a lot of fun.
We have a couple canoes. We like to take our grandkids
Yeah.
in the canoes, or camping at Two Rivers,
Mhm.
fishing.
Yeah,
I
there's-
never got into fishing. I'm too impatient.
Oh, well, there's a lot of parks. You know, Nebraska's you know, the Omaha outskirts. There's a lot of parks.
There really are.
A lot of places you can go out and put a boat in, and a little sailboat.
You guys, have you ever paddle boarded?
No.
No.
No, stand up.
I have a dad that does
Too
that.
clumsy for that.
Yeah.
It does take a second to figure out how you got to balance yourself.
But yeah, his dad still does that.
My dad still does it. He's in his 70s.
Really? Does he do the yoga on it?
I'm not
People
sure
do
how to.
yoga on it.
Yeah. No, I think he
paddle
just-
boards, he windsurfs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he is amazing.
How old is he?
He's
Is
almost
this-
80.
Almost 80.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's his secret?
I don't know.
He's just always done it.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun life.
Still played soccer until a year or two ago.
Yeah. He's just really, really super athletic and energetic, and just goes and gets it. You know?
I hope to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. He's always, you know, he used to joke with me when we were kids that grab a bike and I'll race you, and I'd be like 20, and you know.
Yeah.
I said, sure, and he'd beat me every time.
That's embarrassing. You sure you want to talk about that?
Well, it's okay. It's all right.
Well, he still rides his bike every day.
Yeah.
Swims
Wow.
every day.
Super athletic.
That's incredible. Man, yeah, I definitely hope to be like that.
Yeah, he's really, really something.
Like, start taking fish oil again. Maybe that'll help.
I don't know.
So why should somebody from a big city or even just another local Midwest town like, you know, St. Louis, Kansas City, Chicago, why should someone from a town that has it all move to a place like Omaha?
Yeah, Omaha really has it all too. You just have to look a little harder.
Yeah.
I think in a town like Omaha, where people are naturally more friendly, naturally reach out to other people more, it's easier to become a part of the community. I have friends that live in bigger cities and they feel very isolated. People don't just stop by or
ironic.
just call. They make appointments to meet their friends,
Yeah.
and it's very controlled in even what they'll share with a friend or what they can talk about.
It's very ironic. You move to a big city to be around more people, yet you're more alone.
Yes.
Right.
Anything to add on that?
Well, let's not forget the cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more inexpensive to live here
Sure.
because it doesn't have all the hustle and bustle. It's very laid back and relaxed, and it's an easier way of living.
And if you live somewhere like Houston, the traffic is so much
Oh
better.
my gosh.
Mhm. That's very true.
Yeah, we've traveled through Houston and Dallas and things like
Have you?
that to the big cities, and you need MapQuest just to get to work.
Yeah,
So-
Omaha. I love our grid system.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
simple.
hmm
Very easy to get around.
It is.
Yeah, and you can walk to a lot of places. You know, even without a car, you don't. A lot of people do. It's just
If you live in the right part.
yeah,
if
if you live
you're-
in the right part,
If you're in the suburb.
in the great part
then-
downtown.
Right. Yeah, we're all very pro downtown here. We're pretty biased. I like it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but you know, there's a lot of parks. There's a lot of activity for indoors, outdoors. There's something to do all the time. It's not.
That's something that people don't realize about Omaha.
Yeah.
Is you think, well, you're not by mountains or like forests, so there's nothing to do. But no, there's a ton of parks.
No,
there's
there's
a
a lot of
ton of
parks
lakes. Mhm.
You know, there's all kinds of outdoor activities. You know, anything from boating to anything that you would have in a. You know, yeah, it's a very nice place to be.
And there's a lot of bad weather, but there's a lot of nice weather too.
Sure.
You get to experience all the weather.
Yeah, it makes us really make sure we get out when the weather is nice, because
Yeah.
tomorrow might be terrible.
Yeah, you never know what the weather's going to bring, and I think that makes it a little exciting.
I do too. I like the change.
I like
I
changes.
don't like things just being the same
Yeah.
always.
Plus, I keep coming up with hilarious slogans for Omaha. How can you not want?
Yes. What are your guys' thought on that? That it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. I
I
think
kind of
it's,
like it. I think it's a little funny, almost sarcastic.
Do you think it's true?
Yes.
How so?
Well, we travel a lot of small town,
hmm
Nebraska, Iowa, and they just hate 8 bigger cities.
I see.
Yeah, they don't like big cities at all. We go to small town sales all the time. We like to go out and travel around, and
Sure.
see what's going on in the small, like the junk kind of thing.
Yeah.
You go out and you transport, you're looking for goods, and you're talking to people. And once again, I like to talk to people. So, and you're talking to everybody out there, and they talk about how they want to live out in the country, and they don't want. Even Omaha is a big city to them.
It definitely is. I do a lot of work in the smaller towns for my day job.
And they don't like anything to do with the city. They want to be out in the country. And, it's kind of funny. An example, they'll leave everything outside of the gas station at night, because they just don't worry about it.
Yep.
You don't have to prepay for your gas. You need to use my phone, here you go. Want to use my bathroom?
Come into my house. Yeah,
come on in.
Welcome.
It's okay. And they leave their keys in their ignition, probably. I don't know.
Kind of funny. It's too small for some people, and it's too big for some people.
Yeah.
It's just,
Omaha is very unique.
it's just a certain
Just the right size.
type of person. It's the right size for.
I like it.
Well, it has all the things you need. It's big enough to have that. And it's not too big to have all the crime.
You can get around where you need to go in a reasonable amount of time. But you can also find a store that's open in the middle of the night.
Yes,
That's right.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Or a late night snack at like a restaurant
yeah.
that stays open late, or a bar that stays open late.
And then it's big enough to get all the good entertainment, all the good plays.
That's a good point. Yeah, we do have a lot of big plays, and
Big
musicians
plays.
especially always
Yes.
coming.
So it's big enough to, get the big draw.
Right. I always say Omaha is a small town on its way to becoming a big city. It's in a happy medium right now.
Right.
I think-
Perfect size.
I really do. I think it is. Took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, once again, it's got a lot of small little areas where it's kind of quiet. You can raise children and not have to worry about everything with them. And we don't have a whole lot of super big city problems.
Right. Like you said, like crime especially.
Yeah.
Crime's been on the decline very steadily. It's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Well, guys, I think that's a perfect place to end it. Thank you again so much for being on this and for helping share your story.
It was fun to talk about it.
Yeah, let everyone know how they can find you on social and even in person, especially. Tell people like your Instagram handles and things like that.
They can shop our eBay at the Imaginarium SuperStore
Okay.
on eBay.
I'll put links down in the description of the video.
And we're on Facebook and Instagram as Imaginarium SuperStore.
So Imaginarium SuperStore. That's the difference
Yes.
from you and the
Imaginarium SuperStore, right?
Okay. Perfect.
The Old Market store is just the Imaginarium.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Yeah, thank you again so much, guys. I really enjoyed this. You guys are super unique
It was
people, and you
fun.
have an even more unique business.
Thank you so much.
I'm very excited to share your story.
All right, I
great
appreciate it.
Of course.
Have a great day.
Thank you.